Hi everyone, back out for another fish. It's been a couple of weeks now. I've picked a pretty good weather day for this particular trip. I'm at a pretty remote spot again in the backcountry of the South Island. Drove up a gravel road for quite a bit and then jumped on the e-bike and cycled across this mountain range here in the background. I'm not sure how much pressure this particular bit of river gets. I've never fished it before. And my understanding is the only way to get here is via helicopter. I don't think the farmer lets people come through with the full drive, so you've got to do the hard yards or be rich enough to fly in with the helicopter. So yeah, I don't know what to expect, so I'll take a walk and see what we find. This awesome looking bit of water all the way up through here. Spotted the fish back down in the corner there, spooked unfortunately, but I think I might be able to have a go on the way back down. And then just walking up through here, you can see a really good sized rainbow. It's really actively feeding just in that current down here. I'm not sure if you can see it with the camera or not, but it's sitting just in here and it's moved all the way back down there and then back up again. So I'll wander down and try and sneak up behind it and get a cast in. So there's the trout just there. He's definitely feeding. So if I can get this cast right, I should be in. Yep, he took the dry. Oh, he's running. That was a cool take on the dry fly. Just need to get the cast right. We're away. Looks like an okay size. Ah, 4.5 pound rainbow. It's got a really good size to him. Great condition. Really healthy fish. That was a lot of fun. I've seen him back. Beautiful spots on him. Yeah, trout and the dry fly is awesome fun. I've come across, looks like an absolute tank of a fish. So you see him sitting down in there. Just watched him come up before and eat a dry fly, so I'll keep the dry dropper on and go around and have a cast. So that last fish swallowed the royal wolf, but it was pretty busy. You can see the fish on the move down there. So he's nymphing and taking dries, so yeah, not sure whether it will be the royal wolf or the pheasant tail that he might have a look at, but hopefully either. I'll go down around here and see if we can have a cast and try and hook up with them. Right, so here's the fish. He just came up and had a dry fly, so we'll have a cast him and see how we go. Needs to be slightly further up. So just watch the trout there come up and eat a dry. See him just in there? So I'm going to have a cast in there and see if he'll come up and eat my royal wolf. It should be alright. Let's see if you come across and eat this. Can't actually see him at the moment, but I think he ate the nymph. Yeah, I think he ate the nymph as opposed to the trout then. He's trying to bank me at the moment. I think he's right below me here. Or is he? He's running downstream. Don't bank me, don't bank me. There he is. Oh, oh, damn. He was a runner. That's frustrating. Yeah, pretty sure he took the nymph then. What did I lose? Oh no, my knot on my dry snapped. So, yeah, pretty sure he took the nymph, and then yeah, I didn't expect him to run down here. It's so little water. But anyway, we'll carry on so we can find some more. I haven't seen any fish for about the last kilometre or so, but awesome country just for a walk. We had a bit of snow yesterday and overnight, so just a dusting of snow along the tops, which is slowly melting off, but blue skies and nice clear river. I have my afternoon tea underneath the only tree in the entire valley, quite literally. There's lots of briar and stuff further down, but that's about it. Otherwise there's just this one sole tree. So I decided to climb up this bank here to try and get a better view down into this run through here, and sure enough there's a nice sized trout sitting down there. I thought I might have spooked him for a start because he took off down here, but then I realised that since I've been sitting here, that's just what he does. So he's pretty active. He's sort of moving anywhere between there all the way down back over there. So I have to keep an eye on him if I'm going to try and sneak up behind him. Don't want to spook him, but it's a pretty epic backdrop to fish in here with the mountains in the background, and the water is super clear. You can see just how clear this water is, so it's so easy to spook the fish. Makes it easy to find them as well, but hard to catch. So there's actually two fish in here and they're chasing each other around. I wonder why it was doing random things before. You see there's two of them down there. It's obviously quite territorial about this particular bit. He's just chased the other fish way down the bottom here. And you can see, I think it's the bigger one now moving back up. I think that seems to be the favoured spot for feeding, so perhaps he's guarding that bit. You can see the big one here, and now there's a second one further back, so that's good. Because I went down over there to have a cast, but I couldn't see them from that angle. So I've come back up, and only by doing that I've noticed there's actually two trout. So there's one there, which looks like the biggest, and then another one back over here. Yeah, so the large one's set up again back down here, which seems to be the favoured spot. I saw him launch out of the water for a dry fly before, just as I was getting ready to make a cast, and then when I moved across to see where he went to after he splashed back down, I couldn't find him, but he's sitting back down in that normal spot again. And then here goes this other trout as well. I mean, that looks like a decent sized trout as well. That just looks slightly bigger. He's moved again. So you got fish one there and then fish two there. So hopefully they can just sit still for a couple of minutes and I can get down and have a cast at them. They're just all over the show at the moment. If I try and head down there, I'm just going to spook them. So they're back to doing their game of chasing each other around. They're both good sized fish. The one at the back's definitely bigger. The one getting chased is definitely a rainbow. And I don't know if that's a brown that's chasing the rainbow. Hard to tell. So here they come back up again. And bigger trout's definitely not happy about this other trout being in this particular run. It's being really territorial. Unfortunately, it's going to make them pretty hard to catch because they're not really feeding at the moment with this kind of behaviour going on. So we can finally see the fish from down here. It's the true trout just in here. I think while they're doing this, they're going to be impossible to catch. They're just chasing each other around the pool here. Here they go here. So they're back into that favoured spot over here. Well, I can't really tell where these fish are at the moment. They've been moving around so much that I've lost them, so I'm just going to make a blind cast through here and see if anything comes up. I think given the way they're behaving, they'd be almost impossible to catch. Yep, I couldn't see that until the very last minute. I think he took the dry. I'm not sure. Those fish are so camouflaged, I couldn't even see that fish there. Just see a bit of a smudge come up towards it, and then the dry disappeared. So I'm not sure if he ate the dry then or the nymph. I think he's going to try and bank me over here. Definitely going to try and keep him on this side of the creek if I can. It's got some weight to him. Just don't want him to bank me over there. Damn it, lost him. Ah, that's gutting. Put a little bit too much pressure on. So disappointing. Yeah, not sure if you ate the dry then or the nymph, but everything's still there, just popped out. Oh, that's so disappointing. Probably spent 20 minutes, half an hour in here trying to get a hook up, and I eventually did, and then had him on for what, 30 seconds or so, and then I was worried about him running me into the bank over there, so I just put on a little bit too much pressure, and that's caused the nymph or the dry just to pop out. But yeah, it felt strong, so it was a good sized fish. It was definitely bigger than the one earlier, so I'd say that was probably a good 5 pound. Anyway, we'll carry on. So I found myself another fish, and you can tell it's a rainbow trout because the only way you can see the trout's there, you can just see the red flashings on the side of it, and the rest of it's just a smudge. So it's pretty tricky to see. You probably can't see it in the camera, but I can only just see it with my glasses, so he's definitely there. So right there. So I'll drift the dry and the nymph just down in front of it, and we'll see if we get it eat. So there's the fish there. I haven't seen him come up for a dry, but he's been rocking back and forth, so he's probably eating nymphs. Oh yeah, he just had to dry then. Just when I was about to cast, he popped up and had to dry. Not sure if you'll see that. No, it needs to be further over. Might see that now. Fish is over here, dries over here. Now it needs to be further across. Still needs to be further over. That shot he's coming over and rejected it, I think. He thought about it. This he should see. This you should definitely see. Oh, I think I spooked him. Must have seen my line because he's taken off against the bank over there. Gutted. Yes, the trout came out and checked my dry at one point, but I wasn't casting quite far enough across. And then when I did finally cast far enough across, I think he saw my fly line or something. Because I saw him get spooked, he just took off and against the bank over there. So I don't think I'll see that fish again, unfortunately. There's a nice trout sitting just over there behind that boulder. He came and had a dry fly before, so I'm going to have a cast at him and hopefully get an eat. That should be near enough. Trout's just over there. Yep, he took it. Very difficult to see those fish. He's taking me for a run. He's not happy. Wow, this is a spaz of a fish. Oh, is he still there? Yeah, I thought I lost him then. He's taking the nymph. Don't want to rush this because I've lost a couple of fish already today. Oh, he's trying to bank me. There he is. Geez, a good solid fish. Don't bank me. Oh no. Come on, out you come. Out you come. Don't bank me. Don't bank me. He's running right into the bank here. See him down there? I just lift his head up. Try and pull him out from the bank here. He's probably right under the ledge there. You can't even see him now. There he is. Just gonna be able to lift his head here. Oh yeah, that's an awesome fish. Oh, wow. I'm puffing after that. He banked me in there so many times. I don't know how I landed that in the end. Oh. Yes, it's a beautiful fish. 5-pound rainbow. Very lucky to land that in the end. After he ran me into the bank a number of times, I thought I'd lost him, but somehow the tippet held on. Not sure how, but and it's an awesome fish. Really good condition. Not the biggest fish I've seen today either, so there's definitely ones between 5 and 10 pound in here. Off he goes. So I was super lucky to land that, because just looking at my line now, the dropper down to the pheasant tail is actually broken off. I can't find it, so that was obviously just hanging on by the last thread when I landed the fish. Pretty lucky. I found another trout. It's that really dark patch over here. It's a lot darker than the other fish, so there could be a brown trout this time. It's all been rainbows until now, but that's got a really dark complexion to it. It hasn't got the red stripe down the side. The only problem here is it's got a fence just down, probably what, 10-15 metres behind it, so if this fish decides to run downstream, I could be in all sorts of trouble, but I'll try and keep him upstream of me if I can. Although the fish I've caught so far today have been pretty crazy and trying to run me underneath banks and things, so if I can do this, who knows what's going to happen. I'll have a cast and see what happens. Alright, so here's the fish over here. I'll have a cast at him. Alright, so that's going to run right over the top of him. We'll see if he has an eat. He's going to be able to see that. And he completely ignored it. I'll try again. There's my dry, and there's the trout. No interest. So dry fly and trouts down here. And no interest. Getting rejected. So dry flying trout. I went right over the top of them. I'll try changing dries. Well, I've given up on that fish there. Cast it probably 100 times and changed dries and nymphs, and yeah, it just won't budge. So obviously the smartest fish in the river. So it's coming up to about 5:30, I think 5:45. So yeah, 5:45, and I've got to bike my way back across this mountain range here to get back out to the car. I think it's going to take me about an hour, so I better start making tracks. Anyway, a really enjoyable day. Nice to explore some new water. Caught a couple of nice fish, hooked into a few others that I lost, which I would like to have been able to land, but that's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, I'll carry on and talk to you next time. And just making my way on the e-bike and stumbled across a group of deer. And we're just in here, group about, I don't know, 7 or 8. You can see a couple of them up against the hill over here, making their way up. The others are just down in here. I saw a couple this morning as well on the way in, up at the top of the saddle over here. So there's obviously plenty of deer in around this part of the country at the moment. So I've made my way to the top of the saddle here between where I was fishing and where I'm going to. And not sure if you can see on the mountainside over here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deer on the face over there. And then just over here by the track, just in there, the 3 over there. So 3, I don't know, must have spotted about close to 20 deer just coming up from the valley down there. You can see these ones running across the hillside over there. And I'm pretty sure in the distance over there on the horizon I can see Mount Aspiring, which is a long way from here, but pretty sure that's it. Yes, I'm at the top of the saddle now and there's no wind at all. It's perfectly still. It's probably why the deer couldn't hear or smell me coming. That's definitely the most deer that I've seen out hiking and fishing around here in the last 5 years, just in one area. But beautiful views down to the valley, and I can almost see my car parked in the distance down over there, so I can see where I'm going to, which is great.